Hello there, this is Matt once again. Just doing another live stream, at least for a few hours, maybe 2 hours, maybe a little bit less than 2 hours. But we will see how that goes. So right now, just waiting for people to come in and so forth. But I guess if you're watching this after the fact, hi Michael. I'm not sure how to pronounce your last name, Mani. Total Meltdown 2. You guys can let me know if you can hear me all right. There should be no slow chat in this. Hey, Josh O'Brien, Juno 2000, Flash. Hello there to you guys. I know the picture quality is bad. It's the best I can do, but hopefully you can hear me. Just let me know. Hello, Jackal Gold Kick. There's no topic for today. Just hanging out for about 2 hours, give or take. Hey, Jesse. Hey, Grade B. No matter what people say, I still want to see Crawl. Oh, happy birthday, Scott. Hope you have a good birthday. Hey, Cielo. Oh, shout out to your mom. Hope she has a good birthday, Scott. Rob Zombie films, I have no interest in. Three from Hell, I did not like the first two, so I have no interest in the third one, Juno 2000, sorry. I have no interest. I'm not a Rob Zombie fan, movie-wise. I like his music. I think there are beaches nearby, but I just haven't had time to go there. Miguel. Oh, thank you, Great B. That's nice. Surprising, but nice. Thank you, Great B. When is that going to happen? That's a surprise. Thank you, Greg. When's that? Yeah, thank you. Hey, Jusha. Hey, Caitlin. Yeah, the new James Bond. Apparently, it's not a rumor anymore. Apparently, it's confirmed, at least at this moment. The new James Bond is a woman. I guess it's the woman from Captain Marvel, her friend in the movie, the other pilot. I guess she's the new James Bond because she's woman in black. So I guess I'm like, oh, she like okay. Um, she wasn't that impressive in Captain Marvel that she gets James Bond. But what do I know? You know what I mean? Like that's what gives her James Bond. I don't know why. Don't get that, but whatever. I just hope this hangout is working correctly. Hey, Tyler White. Ross Sanders doing okay, taking it day by day. Yeah, I did hear that new James Bond is now this woman from her friend from Brie Larson's friend from Captain Marvel, the other female pilot, the black lady. She's now James Bond, which is a dumb idea. Because, thank you, Cielo. Hello there, Fort Kaiju. I have not seen Crawl yet. I do look forward to that. No matter what anyone says, I still look forward to it. Just haven't had time. Retro Horny Bucko. Nice username. Getting settled. Uh, Not the best, but you deal with what you're given, if that makes sense. You deal with what you're given, and just doing the best that you can with what you got. My favorite type of breakfast sandwich, I would say uh, egg, cheese, and bacon. Egg, cheese, and bacon is good for a breakfast sandwich. Tyler White. That's cool, Jacket Gold Kid. That's nice to hear. Hi there, Hinka. Hope you're doing well. What creature feature film would you love to see get a Blu-ray released? In the US, Stephen King's Graveyard Shift is one. Let's see. They did Deep Rising. They did The Relic. They did Tremors. Maybe a better Blu-ray of Tremors. Tremors 2 Aftershocks. A better Blu-ray of that. Like a much better Blu-ray of Tremors 2 would be nice. Do you think there's a big difference between HD and full HD? No, not to me. Lion King 2 and 1.5, never seen them. Kroll, I do remember Kroll from 1983. Great music by James Horner, especially Ride to the Fire Mares, that piece of music. I enjoyed Kroll from 83. There's a Whataburger, but I've never been to it because I don't know much about Whataburger. Yes, I would like to get the Shout Factory Blu-ray of The Blob. I hope the features are good. But yeah, that's one of my, The Blob from 1988 is one of my all-time favorites, so of course I'll be getting it when it comes out in October. No, I have no interest in the new Rob Zombie film because I'm not a fan of his movies. I like his music, but I've never been a fan of his movies. Did the guy who did the Abyss Blu-rays, he do more Blu-rays? Yeah, but I've heard nothing. Hi, Josh. Hope you're doing well. I've heard nothing from the guy. He's supposed to be doing the Golden Child Blu-rays months. Never heard from him. There we go. No, you don't need another remake of The Blob. Another remake of The Blob's not needed because the 1988 one did the best he could, in my opinion. Effrey, I haven't talked to in a while. We talked on Skype once in a while. Haven't talked to him in a while. Scott, from now on, don't worry about that. I'll take care of it. But thank you, Scott. But next time I'll take care of it. Just point it out to me. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, did a good job. Jack Thompson, Vacation from Spain. Wow. That must be cool to be in Spain. Hey, John, how you doing, man? How you doing, John? How's it been? Hey, Stoner Crazy Clips 222. Very, very nice guy. Things are going okay. Could be better, a lot better, but it's just taking it day by day. I haven't seen the upside. Hey, Venom Fanatic. Again, doing okay. For everyone, doing okay. Could be better, a lot better, but I don't want to get into that. Falling Down's a great movie. Yeah, Falling Down is wonderful. Michael Douglas film. I haven't played much WWE video games, to be honest, so I couldn't tell you. Christmas with the Cranes didn't care for. Count Orlok in his own movie. I don't even know who Count Orlok is. Sorry to hear, Josh. Very sorry to hear about that. Ghostbusters 2020. I will wait for a trailer. Thank you, Yo Yo. Thank you. Hey, Alan Olvera. Sly was happy with Escape Plan 3. Well, I wasn't. No, I've not seen No Way Out with Gene Hackman. Well, if Sly was happy with Escape Plan 3, then I think he's wrong. I think Stallone is wrong. And I think he doesn't know what he's doing. I really don't think Stallone knows what he's doing nowadays. I Drink Your Blood, never seen. Never seen the film. Favorite and least favorite Daniel Craig movie? Favorite? Favorite Daniel Craig film would be Cowboys and Aliens. Really enjoy that. Least favorite? The Invasion. The Cold Human Bisatchers film. That'd be my least favorite Daniel Craig film. Scream Resurrection. I don't know much about that. It's another season of that TV show. I don't know much about the Scream Resurrection. Stuber. I have no interest in seeing that in theaters. Maybe when it comes to VOD, but I have I don't have enough interest to see that movie in the theater. Bill and Ted, I'd probably say I like Excellent Adventure more, but I still like Bogus Journey. I have no interest in the new Spider-Man because I'm burned out on superhero movies. I'm just completely burned out on superhero films. Vamp, I remember not caring for back in the day. Well, Tim Miller is an idiot. Tim Miller's a complete and utter moron. That's all I'll say about Tim Miller. He's a joke. He didn't even make the best Deadpool film. Deadpool 2 was better than his film. I love Outbreak with Dustin Hoffman. I believe I reviewed Outbreak on the channel, but I love Outbreak. It's one of my favorite Dustin Hoffman roles. Gone Whole, I have a video of me playing Bill and Ted for NES on the channel. Well, I don't care if the old mask and the creepy voice. That doesn't make me interested in another Scream film. I'm not interested in another Scream film. I have no interest. Needful Things, I remember not caring for. I remember that being pretty boring, having the slow pace, being sort of a slog to sit through. No problem, Yo-Yo. Sorry to hear that, Josh. Very sorry to hear that. I don't mind Deadpool 1, but I think Deadpool 2 was much better. Do you like Cuffs more than Deadpool films? Yeah, because Cuffs is more underrated. I know nothing about The Tower with Van Damme, Chad Thompson, so you don't have to tell me about it. Z, those were not streams. I just filmed it and uploaded it. Those were not streams, Z. That's why the picture quality was better. Those were not streams. It was literally me just recording myself watching the movies. Midsummer, I have no interest in seeing. The IDW comics, I've read a couple. I believe you or someone else sent me a couple of comics of IDW, so I read those, which was cool. No, I haven't had barbecue here. No. Would I ever review the other Body Snatchers films? Not anytime soon. Maybe one day, but not anytime soon. Oh, thank you, Jerpin. 199 super chat. Thank you, Jerpin. That's very nice of you to do. Thank you so much. Jerpin, again, thank you. Bill and Ted 3, I'll wait for a trailer. Sonic getting a redesign is cool. Doesn't mean the movie will be good, though. Doesn't mean the movie will be good, though, because the story sounds like it'll be shit, but Sonic getting a redesign, I appreciate the fact that they listened. Retro Horny Bucko. Sly Stallone does not need to buck. A sequel to Planet Terror with Stallone? That'd be better than the stuff he's doing nowadays. Most underrated Arnold Schwarzenegger film, I would go End of Days. Most overrated? I don't know what his most overrated one will be. The one. Copycat, I barely remember. Mobsters, I have not seen. Female James Bond is fucking stupid. Stupid idea. Baby's Day Out, I haven't seen in forever. Osmosis Jones, I'm not a fan of. I thought it was extremely unfunny. Uh, the TMNT 3 commentary, I'm gonna put that out tomorrow. I think I'll do that tomorrow. Stoner Crazy Clips. Jennifer 8, I haven't seen. Duke and Tommy team up to fight Jason. I would not be interested in that. Weird Tales. I don't know what Weird Tales is. Space Jam 2 is a stupid idea. You only need one Space Jam. I mean, the first Space Jam was its own bubble back in the day. It fit in that time, that period. Nowadays, it doesn't, because nowadays no one cares about Looney Tunes, and LeBron James, whoever, does not have the status of Michael Jordan. So Space Jam 2 would not do much of anything. No, I haven't seen the Rugrats movies. Are you still doing streams of years in film? No, because whenever I did that, it would just get so off tangent. People were going, if I try to do that again, people just ask me about every new film coming out, and it derails the conversation. So it's not fun doing that. Land of the Lost with Will Ferrell, I actually don't mind. I actually don't mind that film. Terminator vs. RoboCop movie, not nowadays. No, it's too late for that. A John Woo movie with Keanu Reeves, sure, that'd be cool. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, thank you, Retro Horny Bucko. £2. Thank you from. Where are you from? In Europe? Because I know that's pounds. But thank you so much for that. The new Looney Tunes cartoons, I haven't seen the. John, different effects guys did Ninja Turtles 3. It wasn't the Jim Henson Company, and I just they cheaped out on the budget. I don't know why. I can't tell you why. Because even the budget is the same budget, or I think even more budget than the first film. So I don't know why it's so cheap. The '90s TV series Land of the Lost, I barely remember. Scott, when someone donates to my PayPal, it goes to my bank, and then when it goes to my bank, then yeah, I can use it anywhere. That's how it goes, Scott. Stallone is running out of ideas, and I think he should retire. Sad to say, Stallone should retire. I love the guy. I have a Cobra poster in the background, but he should retire. Sad to say, but that's it. To me, that's the truth. I haven't played the Terminator vs. RoboCop on Sega. I only played the one on Super Nintendo, and I enjoyed it. Fargo, yeah, I saw Fargo again the other day. I liked the film. MGM's Droopy. I know who he is, but I've never. I remember him from Who Framed Roger Rabbit, but I didn't see much of his cartoons. I have no expectations for Rise of Skywalker. Why should I have any expectations? Jason Lives. That's a great Friday the 13th film. Making a new RoboCop movie, original RoboSuit. That doesn't matter because what's the story? Who are the actors? Is the director going to have the same crappy uh, action that he had in Elysium? But the way he handled the action was piss poor in Elysium. Jason could defeat Rambo. No, that's not true because look who defeated Jason in Part 6. A guy with no military experience with, or look who defeated Jason in Part 8. a girl and a guy who were just high school teenagers. But a soldier with guns and C4 tipped explosive arrows can't defeat Jason? Come on, refusing the microchip. How does that make sense? That a girl in Friday the 13th Party Jason takes Manhattan, she can defeat him with nothing? Runaway. Would you like to have seen it get sequels? Uh, it did its own, it only needed one movie, and it's fine. The story ended. So what would you do for a sequel? The story ended and it's fine. What kind of streams will you do next? Just random. That seems like the easiest thing to do. Ghostbusters, man, teach their own. Stallone hasn't made a good movie since 2010. And in my opinion, that's the truth. Hey, Jet the Protector. Favorite Chuck Norris film? Mine is Firewalker. Will James Bond die? All I heard is that the new James Bond is a black woman. That's all I heard. Will covers his Terminator film is too late to do it, so no. Why doesn't Stallone Arnold make a YouTube channel? Because they're too busy making shitty movies. They're too busy making crap films. That's why. Shitty Terminator and shitty Escape Plan films. What do you mean the new Jason Lives? I don't know what you mean by the new Jason Lives. I saw Peter Weller direct-to-video films. Top of the World was okay. 50-50 is great. I think 50-50 with him and Robert Hayes is a very fun film. Sidekicks, it has a good heart to it. It's all right. It's all right. Sidekicks. Prototype games never played. Runaway has no features on DVD, none at all. Infamous, I never played that. Why does Don the Dragon Wilson hate Van Damme? Didn't know he did, so I have no idea. I have zero interest in the Lion King, the new one. I have no reason to it. Why are you so against John Wick dying, finally finding peace, reuniting with his wife? Okay, Brie Larson's taint. Then what's the point of the three films? Him fighting, surviving, fighting, trying to survive. That would make every film pointless. That means he could just die 5 minutes into John Wick 1, Brie Larson's Tate. That means all of this fight to survive is completely pointless. You do know that, right? That means the entire film and franchise was completely pointless. Brie Larson's Tate, you do realize that, right? That it makes the entire series of films pointless? Because that's the story of the films. You do know that, right? Especially John Wick 2 and 3. The first one you argue revenge for what they did to the dog, but 2 and 3, it would make those films completely pointless. Soylent Green, I haven't seen all the way through. Jet Li's Black Mass, I did not care for. That's cool, John. I wish you luck in coming back in August. I don't care whether Christoph Waltz comes back as Blofeld or not. I don't care either way. Well, Sly says he wants to do a Rambo 6, so I guess Rambo's not going to die, which is why I don't understand why it's called Rambo Last Blood. But yeah, he wants to do another one. So it shows that Stallone doesn't know what he's doing. Sly will never do the film Hunter. I don't care what anyone says. He's been talking about that film for 10 years. He said he's done. He has said he's going to do that film at least for the past 10 years, and he still has not done it. So he will never do it. He will never do Hunter. Mark my words. Alien Dutchman film Christopher Walken. Yeah, that's well, I know the name of it. Communion. Very weird, kind of disappointing film. Walking Out with Bill Pullman. Never heard of it. Well, there's nothing really to the character. George Eastman playing Anthropophagus. There's nothing to say about the character. Robert Pattinson is Batman. Why? He's a crappy actor. I saw Cosmopolis. He sucked in that. Robert Pattinson is a horrible choice. Summer Camp Nightmare, never seen. McBain, I've heard of, but I haven't seen. She just taken the 007 name. So thus she will be the new James Bond. Thus taking the 007 name. Doom 2, I barely remember. So I would say the first Doom. Favorite Michael Dudikoff film? American Ninja 2. Well, I don't like Leon the Professional, so there you go. At best, it's so okay, but I'm not a big fan of Leon the Professional, so there you go, Brie Larson. That's a film I don't rewatch much. I'm not a big fan of that movie. So there you go. Refusing the microchip implant, Jason got destroyed by high school teenagers in most of the films. You do know that, right? John Wick 4, I'll wait to hear what people say about it. Favorite Michael Dudikoff film, American Ninja 2. Thank you, Clifton Portree. Thank you very much. Yeah, Rambo is being melted to death. That's sad. Doom Annihilation, I would only see that for free. Well, Stallone has lost his mind, sad to say. That's just the truth of the matter. Caitlin, because Cosmopolis was an awful movie, that's why. Brie Larson, how about him fake his death and he lives peace and quiet in the middle of nowhere and rest like he wanted to do at the beginning of the first movie? Why can't you do that, Brie Larson? He faced his death. He did what he needed to do. He won, and he's off in the middle of nowhere with his new dog, and all he wanted to do was relax and retire. Why not do that? That's in the middle of the woods. Why not do that, Brie Larson? There you go. I just wrote the ending. You can use it for free. Jake Speed, never seen. Best funny guy turned straight guy. Robin Williams was really good at that. He was very good at that. Jacob's Ladder doesn't need a remake. The SNL episode with Sly, that was pretty good. It was pretty fun. Sam Raimi wants to do a new Evil Dead movie. Yeah, but there's no details on it, so I have nothing to say about it. The movie trailer ratchets will keep going for people on YouTube because those are the ones that get the most views. Hey, movie died 2005. I threw the disc away, Caitlin. Hunter TV show, never saw it. I want Stallone to retire, to be perfectly honest. Cheerleader camp, I did not see. Alex doing okay. Area 51, I have no thoughts on it. Shakedown with Peter Weller, fun flick. Least favorite film directed by Stallone. directed by Stallone. One of his early films, what was it? It was after Rocky. Paradise Alley. I would say Paradise Alley is my least favorite that he directed. Do you think Duke Nukem game franchise can be redeemed? It can always be redeemed. Just need a good team with it. I never saw the Swamp Thing TV show, so can't tell you. I haven't seen too much Italian horror films, to be honest. I've seen Zombie by Lucio Fulci and a handful of others, but I haven't seen too much. Patch Adams was a bit too sappy for me. Way too sappy, especially in the third act. Did not care for the third act of that film. Just Duke and Tommy, that just seems like two random characters to join up. Plus, Duke is dead. He died in Jason Goes to Hell. He got his back broken and killed. So Duke's not alive. Junebug films. Yeah, Rambo 4 ended it perfectly. So why have another Rambo film other than to bask in a recognizable name that gets some more money? Because Sly's sad to say is greedy nowadays. Granted, you just say he's always been greedy, but a lot more nowadays. I did not see Replicas with Keanu Reeves. I did not see Siberia either. Oh, thank you, Jerpin. Jerpin sent another super chat for $1.99. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Did not see Bad Times at El Royale. Movie theaters here are pretty shitty, so it's not much point going down there. Did not see Blood In, Blood Out. I think Alien Covenant is worse than Alien Resurrection. The Nightmare Ends on Halloween by Blink D500. I don't even know what that is. Too many paranormal horror films? Yes, way too many. Way too many. Neil Blomkamp doing RoboCop Returns. The guy hasn't had a good track record. The guy's only made one good film, and that's District 9. My favorite Evil Dead film is Evil Dead 2. Do I like Alien Nation? The movie? Yeah. I like the movie. Well, refusing the microchip, how do I know your name's Jason? Because it's not in your username, so I apologize for that. Have you ever seen a play? No, I'm not into plays. Sorry. Fatherhood, I barely remember. Alien Intruder, I've never seen. Well, Brie Larson, that's what John Wick wanted, a peaceful retirement with now his new dog. That's all he wants. Just give it to him. If you're going through multiple movies to fight to survive, there has to be a natural reason for that. Otherwise, why? How about in John Wick 4, 5 minutes in, he just sits down, okay, kill me. Why not just do that, Brie Larson? Why not just do that? That's what I mean. It would make John Wick 2 and 3 completely pointless. Schwarzenegger Trump feud, I have no opinion on that. There's a lot of people that should retire, sad to say. Seagal, Steven Seagal should easily retire. Van Damme, sad to say, I think he should retire too. Do you remember when Aliens was good? Yeah, it's been a long, long time. Well, the one I already talked about, Terminator Dark Fate. I did a stream on it. I did a video on it. I did a stream. I did a whole stream talking about Terminator Dark Fate, the one. I already did a whole stream on it. Bid Bully, I barely remember. Challenge of the Tiger, never saw. Miss 45, wasn't for me. Wasn't for me. It's like they try to make her sympathetic, but they Didn't really do a good job of it. Folks, here's the thing. I'm not going to be able to answer everyone's question because it's just too much. So I'll do the best that I can. I'm not a fan of the Toxic Avenger movies. Any foreign horror films? I'm sure I have. Dario Argento, Phenomena, I liked. Deep Red, I liked. Revenge, the French revenge movie last year, I liked that film. Favorite Carl Weathers movie? Probably Predator. Gone Home, have I pissed off any actors? Not lately. Javier Bardem's a good actor. He did a good job in No Country for Old Men, and he did a good job in what was it, Skyfall? Good actor. Okay, Stoner Crazy Clips, have a good day, man. Oh, thank you, Perry Fan 49. Uh, Jade Speed, I have not seen. I've heard about it, I have not seen the film. Rattled with William Catt, never seen it. Never even heard of it. Brightburn wasn't for me. Just wasn't for me. Yeah, Alien Nation was a good flick. Weather Gins, I don't know what that is. Your name is literally Jason? Okay, that's cool. Nice to meet you, Jason. Paranormativity getting a reboot? Why? That's my question. Why? Swimming with sharks anytime soon? No, I don't swim. I'm too lazy to swim. Yeah, I don't know why they're remaking Jacob's Ladder. I did a whole video on that. Stupid. The last broadcast is boring as hell. I'm glad if the Blair Witch Project guys ripped them off, I'm glad they did because last broadcast is probably the most boring narrator in film history. Like the last the last broadcast is how you do the Blair Witch Project wrong. Unscary, boring as hell narrator. Prisoners with Hugh Jackman, not my cup of tea. Way too long, and the story I could not get into. Favorite Robin Williams stand-up act? Uh, I forget what it's called. It was one he did in the 2000s. I forget what the DVD. I have the DVD of it. I forget what it was called. Live on Broadway or something like that. I can't remember. Gone Baby Gone was a pretty good flick. Ben Affleck did a nice job directing that. Favorite noir type film? Not sure. I can't think of any off the top of my head, to be honest. Seen Willard or Ben? Not the original. I've seen the remake of Willard, which I enjoyed. Bruce Willis and Dolph. Yeah, they're getting close to they should retire as well. Especially Bruce Willis. He should definitely retire. Dario Argento's Cat of Nine Tails. Have not seen. I'm not a Troma fan, so I don't care about rabid grannies. Melissa Harris. I hate Troma. I think Troma is the worst. Have not played Saints Row 2. Saw a reboot I'm not interested in. Simple Plan was decent. It was okay. It's not my favorite, but it's okay. My Boyfriend's Back. Never seen it. I have no interest in a Saw reboot. It should not happen. Brie Larson, End of Days, because End of Days did it right. To answer your question, that ending was done right. Lewis did not know the critics didn't give Blind Teen Hyper. Did not know that. First time I heard about that. Why critics are not liking the film? Is the store Judge Dredd would Sly only good thing about the movie? Nah, it has some nice production values, some of the special effects, the gear, the hardware, the look of the outfits, the look of the gun, the look of the city. Like visually, there's no problem. It's just the story and the acting sucks, and it's not as R-rated as it could be. It's R-rated, but it's really neutered because they wanted it to be PG-13, and it just came out to be R, and they just had to settle with it. Alex, are there actual announcements from Scream Factory, or are they not out yet, Alex? Do you think copyright claims have gotten out of control? They've always been out of control since the beginning, let's be honest. That's how it's been for a while. Brie Larson, I reviewed all the Texas Chainsaw Massacre films. My favorite are the first two. I don't mind the remake. I don't mind part three. Do you think Dolph and Arnold should have done a movie in the 90s? Sure, why not? Favorite animated Disney film? Maybe Aladdin. Doctor Strange 2. That's one I'd be curious about. I'd be curious about Doctor Strange 2. Sword of the Valiant, never seen it. Do you miss YouTube from 2006? Definitely. Definitely do. Needful Things, I thought was too long. The pacing dragged. June of 2000, just look up on Google Troma films and you'll find out. They did The Toxic Avenger, a lot of other movies. A Bruce Willis marathon, maybe one day, but I just don't have the time to do a Bruce Willis. I don't have a time to do a marathon at the moment. Maybe give it a few little bit more time. Body Heat, never seen. Peanut Butter Solution, never seen. Or maybe if I saw Peanut Butter Solution, I don't remember a single thing about it. Fearless with Jeff Bridges, barely remember. Because Compound Enter the Fist, that was the whole gimmick of the movie. Like they were actually creative with it. They were actually making fun of the whole thing. Like Compound Enter the Fist, that was the whole point of the movie, Turbo Tech War. That was the whole point of the film. It wasn't to try to trick people. It was literally the whole point of the film to do a comedy parody using that. That's why stock footage worked well in that movie. Devil's Reign, never saw. Full Moon films, my favorites are like the Transfer films and Doll Man. Favorite House episode? I don't have a favorite episode. I just like the show. Lassiter with Tom Selleck, never seen. Man Bites Dog, never seen. The Ruins, awful movie. That's where the plants literally try to sound like cell phones to trick someone, just stupid. Frantic with Harrison Ford can never get into. I found it very boring. Jackie Chan or Bruce Lee, who do you prefer? It depends, because like one's more serious and one's more goofy, so it depends on my mood, to be honest. Jurassic Godzilla fan, he's a good guy. He makes good videos. I love Wayne's World, not a fan of Wayne's World 2. Society, I did a review of that, Melissa Harris. I already reviewed Society. My favorite sequels, Aliens, Predator 2, uh, Evil Dead 2 is up there. Rambo First Blood Part 2, Rambo 3. Favorite scene in Jacob's Ladder? I don't know, there's a lot of great scenes in that. I would say the scene in the hospital when he's on the gurney. I would put that as my favorite scene. The Hellboy 3 with Guillermo del Toro, Ron Perlman. Sure, I would rather have seen that. Brie Larson, I just said it. Then what is the point of him trying to survive in John Wick 2? What is the point of him trying to fight and survive in John Wick 3? What is the point of going through all these elaborate battles, elaborate fight scenes, elaborate fights on motorcycles with swords for him to just die? That would make John Wick 2 and 3 completely pointless. I don't know why you don't understand that. I don't get it. That's what I'm asking. Then what is the point of those films when the point of those films is for him to fight, to escape, and survive? That's the complete 100% point. If that's the case, then it's like, well, he should have just died in 5 minutes in John Wick 2, if that's the case. You get what I mean? That's my point. Carlito Way, I'm not a big fan of. There's other Al Pacino films I prefer. Fantastic Planet, I have not seen. Hi, Kyle. Basket Case, I don't mind the first movie. Alex, don't. Here's the thing. Don't say anything unless you know for certain. Alex, that's the thing. Favorite kill in a horror movie? Probably either Freddy Krueger or Jason Voorhees. Favorite film with the lowest budget? I have no idea. I don't know what film has the lowest budget. Thank you, Junkian Productions. I appreciate that. Thank you, Junkian Productions. Ash versus Freddy versus Jason comic was decent. I had some issues. I had some problems with it, but it was decent. Juice with Tupac Shakur, have not seen. Chris Tucker, yeah, he was kind of annoying the Fifth Element, but I still love the movie. Favorite AC/DC song is "You Shook Me All Night Long." Hey, Belinda, doing okay? How are you doing? David Fincher's a good director. I like Seven. I love The Game. I like Panic Room. I like Fight Club. My favorite Metallica song, I would say Enter Sandman. The Piano Meadow, I did a review of Blue Thunder on the channel. The review's still up. I love Blue Thunder. I did a review of that film on the channel. I don't know the story about At the Mouths of Madness, so I don't know what the story's about. Gary Rives. I think the 2012 version of Dredd is the better movie. Favorite disaster film? I'll pick Volcano with Tommy Lee Jones off the top of my head. Do I like Ghost Rider? The first movie, yeah. Point Break, I've never been a fan. Barbecue Network, you really think I can get people to interview? I don't know why you think I can interview people. I've never interviewed anyone. I'm a nobody. Castle Freak, I did not see. I haven't seen the first Drunken Master of Jackie Chan. I like The Legend of Drunken Master. The Demolitionist, 1995. I think I reviewed that film. Did not care for it. I reviewed Point Blank with Mickey Rourke. What new Universal Soldier sequel? I don't know what you're talking about. The one. I don't know. Bruce Willis seems like the bigger prick. Turbo Tech War. I already reviewed Point Blank on the channel. I like the first two Rush Hour films. I'm not a fan of the third film. Ross Sanders, I reviewed True Romance on the channel. For folks out there before, just check my channel first. A lot of the movies you guys are asking about, I've already reviewed. Just to let you guys know. Robert De Niro become insane. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about, Turbo Cat War. Tina New York had some good performances. I liked it, Jesse. Never saw Stranger Things, so I don't care about season 3 because I never saw the first two. Favorite Armand Asante movie? I don't really have a favorite movie of his. I like the actor, but I don't really have a favorite movie. I don't really have a favorite George Michael song. American History X I haven't seen. Dangerous Minds I barely remember. Don't care about the new Spider-Man movie. I'm burned out on superhero films. I would choose Nancy Allen over Virginia Madsen. Aliens versus the Thing. I guess the Thing because it would just mimic the Xenomorph. Favorite movie that's over 3 hours? I don't know if I have one. Favorite movie of 2019 so far is John Wick 3. Nikita with Luc Besson. I couldn't get into that. I prefer Luc Besson's The Fifth Element. Runaway has a Blu-ray overseas, but yeah, it does not have a Blu-ray in the US. Caitlin, the Iron Man films were not about Iron Man surviving. The John Wick films are about John Wick surviving and escaping to survive. Did people forget what the plot for John Wick 2 and 3 were? What's the plot of John Wick 2 and 3? He's trying to escape to survive because he wants to stay alive. Do people not get that? Or am I talking to the air? I mean, am I talking to the air or not? Did people just not see John Wick 2 and 3? Or do they already forget what the plot of those films were? I'm not being a dick. I'm asking a serious question. Uh, I can't remember much of those songs you mentioned, Retro Horny Bucko from those bands. I forget where it was. Turk 182, never seen it. Right at Your Door, never seen it. Fair One Location flicks, technically Aliens is. John Carpenter's The Thing is. Assault on Precinct 13, the original is. The one with Frank Grillo, never seen that film. Do I like Stir of Echoes? Yes, I love Stir of Echoes. Favorite movie you grew up watching the most? Probably like Rambo 2. That I grew up with watching the most was probably Rambo First Blood Part 2 and Predator growing up. Dolan's Cadillac is a very boring, forgettable film. Orphanage, I've not seen. Or if I did, I don't remember. Hello there, Nick B. Cartoons between the 50s and 80s. Scooby Doo. I really enjoyed Scooby Doo growing up. Who do you think took the reign at the end of Flash Gordon 1980? I don't know. Roadhouse rated. I would give it like an 8, probably 8 out of 10. Jacko Gold Kick, you mean the ones that were made for Showtime? Those are nothing to even talk about. Favorite alternate Spider-Man suit? Probably the black suit in the comics. Chernobyl Diaries, I thought there were no good characters in that movie. I reviewed Natural Born Killers. I don't mind the film. Favorite superhero? Well, the Ninja Turtles are not superheroes, otherwise I choose them. A Power Rangers reboot? Why? They already did a reboot. So why do another reboot? Sorry, I don't care about the new Transformer films, Junkion Productions. That's cool, teach their own. At the Mountains of Madness deals with ancient alien cities in Antarctica. Interesting. Yeah, I know. I know. Gangsta's Paradise was from the Dangerous Mind soundtrack. Oh, Brie Larson sent $4.99. We can't agree to disagree. I just personally like hero style sacrifices, especially if they have a real emotional impact. You're the Troma of YouTube. Just kidding. Thank you, Brie Larson. Thank you for the super chat. That's really nice of you. That's cool. We can agree or disagree. I'm fine with people disagreeing with me. It's just, and Brie Larson did not do this, but there are other people that really try to hammer it home to the point they want to force me to change my mind. And that's when I get like, I've had people try to do that too. Or Brie Larson wasn't doing that, but I've had people try to do that too. So thank you, Brie Larson. Well, I don't pay attention to that Turbo Ted War about De Niro Trump. I don't pay attention to that stuff, so I have no idea what that is. Kaylin, the first John Wick is a revenge story. I'm talking about John Wick 2 and 3. What, especially John Wick 3. Like, what's the story of John Wick 3, Kaylin? Shoot to Kill is a decent film. Tom Berenger, Sidney Poitier, good flick. I don't want to review TV series, including Terminator, Sarah Connor Chronicles. It just takes too long to watch them and then talk about what each episode just takes too long. Sorry, the one. Why, Russell? Do you hope he could become a star like his old man? He's a good actor, so why not? The Man Who Killed Hitler and then the Bigfoot. Never saw it, so can't tell you about it. Steal it. Never listened to much of that. Well, Death's Head too. Then that's the thing. It would just be just like Neo. So he already did with Neo. Least favorite action movie? I don't know. I have to think about that. Why do they keep making sniper sequels? I don't know. Cool Dude or Web Movie 1, they're fine. I have no problems with them. They're fine. Their videos are fine. I did not see the Showtime Universal Soldier sequels. I didn't bother to see them. Well, I saw bits of them and I didn't bother to finish them. Tarker the Otter, never heard of it. My goal is to make the worst videos ever. Well, that's cool, refusing the microchip implant. Thanks for the shout out. Brie Larson, that's not the plot of those movies, especially John Wick 3. The whole point of John Wick 3 is him trying to find a way to survive. That's the entire plot of the last film, John Wick 3. Escaping and surviving. That's the entire plot of the film. Samurai Jack, I've never seen. Hi, Rakai Thry. How you doing? I don't like the Jack or Bruce Willis. I found it a very forgettable film. New He-Man movie production stopped. I'm not surprised. I don't think you can make a new He-Man movie nowadays. No, the Universal Soldier films, the bits I've seen, they're not worth watching at all. They're cheap jack horse shit. Most Kate Beckinsale or Jessica Biel, I would go with Kate Beckinsale. Superman Returns, I remember not minding it the first time I saw it. Do you like Day of the Dead from the 80s? Yeah, great movie. Great zombie film. Most overrated song? I don't have a most overrated song. I don't have a choice. What is wrong with Luke dying? You mean when he can't go there to fight, but then he just dies like a fart in the wind after he was a loser that ran away like a chicken shit to live on a planet and be a grumpy asshole drinking titty milk? You mean that, Luke? Yeah, I know they're making another Saw film. It's pointless. Jigsaw did poorly, so what's the point? Jumanji 3, it's the same point I had with Jumanji 2. Unneeded, unwanted. Did not see the first Sicario, just saw the second one. Did not see the first Sicario. Did not like the second one, so I didn't bother to see the first one. Hey, Alien Gab, that's cool you saw 50-50. That's pretty cool. Which one's more tolerable, Halloween 5 or Terminator Genesis? I guess Halloween 5, I guess. Favorite Disturbed song? I don't know. I like a couple of their songs. I don't know what my favorite would be. Ninja films with Scott Atkins? Yeah, I enjoyed them, especially the second one. I think the second one, Ninja Shout of a Tear, It's Scott Adkins' best film, to be honest. Zombie Strippers, I've never seen. Do you wish Blockbuster was still around? I don't really care because I've only to Blockbuster. I went to like maybe twice in my life. Seriously. Who should retire first? Stallone. Did you watch Mile 22? No, I did not. Do you like Megadeth? Yeah, Megadeth is a good band. Donnie Wahlberg, good actor. Rock I Fry. Yeah, you made that to be a much more bigger deal than it was because it's in a comic book and it's really no big deal to me. I mean, it's an IDW comic and I looked it up and it wasn't really that big of a deal. So, teach their own. For that comic, it wasn't really that big of a deal to me. Cinemassacre is good. I like Cinemassacre. Vacancy 2, I barely remember. Do you like those teen characters from Dimension X? Yeah, they were pretty annoying. I agree, John. I agree. No, I'm not a fan of Nostalgia Critic. Favorite John Cusack movie? Probably Grosse Point Blank. Are you a fan of Shakespeare films? No, not at all. Favorite underwater movie creature? Probably. Well, I mean, my favorite's Leviathan, so probably that. I like the song Gangsta's Paradise. So no, I don't think it's overrated. I guess I would go I Hate Facebook, Bela Lugosi, then Duncan Raider, then Christopher Lee, then Gary Oldman from best to worst. Most overrated Bruce Willis film, I would say The Sixth Sense. When do you think directors lost their balls? When they get divorced, for one, like James Cameron. Can an action movie have too much action? No, I don't think it. I don't think an action movie can have too much action. I don't think so. I mean, it's an action movie, so it's like a slasher movie with too much blood. No, I don't think that's the case. Favorite Bigfoot movie? Harry and the Hendersons and what's that called? Abomination? No, Abominable. Abominable with Matt McCoy, the guy in the wheelchair, that character. Abominable and also Exists. It's a found footage movie, but it's a pretty good one. Exists. That's a good Bigfoot movie too. Is Leonardo your least favorite turtle of the four? Yeah, I would say so. Yeah. Delgo, never heard of. Daniel Craig or Timothy Dalton? I like both. It's hard to pick, but I like both. I like District 9. To me, that's the only good film that director has done, but I like District 9. Well, there's a DVD of Universal Soldier with interviews with Van Damme and Dolph and has a commentary with Roland Emmerich. So yeah, there is technically a special edition DVD. I'm not sure if the features are on the Blu-ray though. Axl Rose with AC/DC. I haven't really heard much of that stuff. Who do you prefer, Cisco or Ebert? I would say Roger Ebert because Roger Ebert gave a thumbs up to The Golden Child and he gave a thumbs up to Leviathan. So I would pick Ebert over Cisco. Who's the best James? My favorite James Bond guy is Pierce Brosnan. I don't understand why you and No Speed don't have more subs. I think most people say because I suck at reviewing and I suck at making videos, and that's the reason. And they're probably right. And if so, day by day, it's been better. That's all I'll go into. The Thing from Marvel Comics. You mean Fantastic Four? Is that what you're talking about? If so, he's good. Favorite Pink Floyd? I like that movie The Wall, so the songs in that movie, Pink Floyd's The Wall, I would pick. What would you do if you saw a UFO in the sky? I would say thank you, because that's something I would love to see. I don't have a favorite song of the Beatles, but I like the Beatles. I mean, for me, it is because what if we see her in animated projects and stuff? Well, there's a lot of stuff in the comics they haven't done in anything animated style, so I mean, that's the truth. There's a lot of stuff in those comics they haven't done animated style. Look at Venus. Look how she went away real quick. So look at Venus de Milo. Dead Meat Kill Count videos. This sounds familiar. I think I've seen a couple. Richard Roper. I don't really have an opinion on him. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. I have no interest. The trailer did nothing for me. It looked like another Goosebumps wannabe movie. Oh, Brie Larson sent another super chat. Thank you, Brie Larson. He sent another super chat, which is only the third film supports your argument because you're right about the plot of three. He is trying to survive, but if the third would have ended like Logan, it would have been a fitting death. But it didn't, so my point still stands. It did not end that way. John Flickinger, don't know who that is. Most overrated sequel of all time? I don't know, to be honest. My favorite Rutger Hauer film, I would go with Split Second. Horror Guru, I don't know who that is. George Lazenby was good in The Man from Hong Kong. That's a very fun action movie. Candy Sugar Babies, I don't know what that is. The Devil's Candy, don't know what that is. John, like I said, I already answered this, John. Your thoughts on those teen characters from Dimension X? Again, I already answered this, John. I said, yeah, they're kind of annoying. Elysium, I did not care for. Did not care for that at all. Oh, whoops, I screwed up. I scrolled up, so that's why I saw the question twice. So I screwed that up. Sorry about that. I don't think there's anything in Area 51. I would like to believe, but I don't believe there's anything there. I'm cynical about that. Playback with Christian Slater. Never heard of the movie. Favorite movie monster? I guess the Xenomorph. Favorite Roger Ebert review? I don't really have a favorite review of his. Jim Cameron or Christopher Nolan? James Cameron because he made Aliens and the first Terminator. The Sulzberg twins, are those the did they make See No Evil 2? I ranted on See No Evil 2 and that was fucking awful. So if they made that, then no, I'm not a fan of them. Movie genres that need to come back. R-rated, practically done creature features for one. Film. When do you think film criticism died? I don't know. I don't know. Were they ever a good thing? Glass 2019, shitty third act, boring movie. I have a wiki article. I'm sure people talking shit about me probably, but no, I don't know anything about that. Jesse Swarbrick, I picked Reba Williams. I don't really eat much snacks when watching a movie. If I do, maybe some potato chips or just a mellow yellow to drink. I haven't seen Lost Tapes. I've heard of it. Bye Bye Man, never saw. Hi, MCU sucks. Why did Timothy 1990 need the Danny subplot? Probably because they thought Turtles could not support their own film. Which is why I like Secret of the Ooze, because Secret of the Ooze, the Turtles are the stars of that movie. If you don't believe me, watch the film again. But I love the first two 90s Turtles films. Death Grips, never heard of it. Well, that's cool. Movie Guide 2005. I'll check that out sometime. Do you like the song The Gambler for Kenny Rogers? Yeah, it's a good song. Angel Heart. I don't think I reviewed it, but I like the film. Good acting, decent story. Junebug films, I don't know. It just depends on the story. I don't want to see anybody in Expendables 4. It should not be made. Favorite underrated action movie? Probably Predator 2. What if Tommy Lee Jones was in Predator 2. Well, Danny Glover did a great job with that, so. Your Disease and the Cure, yeah. Personal favorite of mine, Cobra. Love that film to death. Your reviews are good. You're being shadow banned because you're not pre-approved. You don't have a deal worked out with YouTube. You're not politically correct. It's not you, it's YouTube algorithms. I think it's me as well. I'm just not that good of a reviewer. I don't make that good of videos. But thank you, refusing the microchip. Thank you for the nice words. But I think a lot of it is to do with me. I'm just not that good of a reviewer. Let's be honest. I just like to talk about movies. We love to have a Golden Child special edition. Yeah, but it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. I did not watch Dennis the Menace cartoon as a kid. Hey, DJ Mexicano, favorite Jason Statham movie, Crank and Crank 2. Do you think Back to the Future 3 is the weakest of the trilogy? Yes, I definitely believe that. Curtains from 1983 was pretty lame. There were a lot of problems during the making of that film. You can tell because the plot seems like it's going nowhere because there's a lot of fuck ups going on during the making of that film. Favorite Bill Paxton movie character? Hudson from Aliens, easily. I like Logan. I just don't love it. I think, okay, you don't have the character die off. I think it could, if you have to do that, it could have been done differently. By him killing the actual double and not the little girl. I would love to have Logan go berserk, kill the fucking bad guy, and then die of his wounds. I think that would have been better. I don't know. I'm busy. Efrey's busy. Who knows? RMJ movie reviews. Tim Burton or Christopher Nolan? I would say Tim Burton because he made Batman and Ed Wood. Ace Jackson, I don't know what you mean by figure it out, bud. I don't know what you mean. Do you eat popcorn when you go to the movie theaters? It's too expensive to get popcorn. Will Interstellar become a cult classic? I doubt it. I'm no big of a nostalgia critic. I just don't never thought he was funny and never thought he was interesting and never cared for his reviews. I have no actual beef with nostalgia critic. I just don't like his videos. I don't understand the appeal. I just don't get it. I didn't think he was funny. I didn't think his videos were good. I still don't. So if you like him, teach their own. I don't. I think he's an overrated guy. I don't get why people like his videos, but teach their own. Hey, Flaw6363, how are you doing, man? Just let you know, the Ninja Turtle 3 ranting commentary will be uploaded tomorrow. Trailer for the Rabid remake, never seen it. Did not even know there was a Rabid remake. Pirates of the Caribbean series, the only one I liked was the first one. I've seen The Gambler from 2014. I have not. Favorite DreamWorks animation movie? I can't think of. You don't have to give me a list of movies. Number 23, Jim Carrey. Good performance from him, but a very lame story with a weak ending. Do you have a problem with Superman killing Zod in Superman 2? No. No, I don't. California Raisins cartoon? Not much of. I haven't seen much of them. MVD could do the Golden Child. I'm not holding my breath, Perry Fan 49. Not holding my breath at all. Do you have a favorite fan fiction Timothy story? Well, I talked about on the commentary for the first movie, DJ Donnelly. There was one called Five where it'll take too long to get into. That's the problem with if it takes 5 minutes to answer a question, then there's like 100 more comments. But real quick, like Five, you find out there was a fifth turtle, but he was deformed and he got into trouble and he got killed. And Raph saw it when he was young, so that's why he was all fucked up in the head. And then that character comes back, and then Raph befriends him, but then you realize he's evil, so Raph actually drives a sigh under his own brother's chin. There's a lot more to it. I mean, there's a lot more to it than that, but that was one that stuck out in my head. It was called Five, and he's like, there was only four of us. There should have just only been four. There's a lot more to the story, but it's hard to do a Cliff Notes version of that. Conan, the animated series, never saw. Pacific Heights is a great movie. Michael Keaton does a wonderful job acting in that film. Thank you, Brie Larson. Thank you for that. Boogie Nights, I haven't seen in a long time. War Games, great movie with Matthew Broderick. Enjoyable film. Under the Silver Lake, never seen. Spanish film Kidnapped from 2010, never heard of it. First Addams Family I liked, second one I haven't seen in a while. Ginger or Marianne? I would go with Marianne. I wouldn't say I hate the Shrek films, I just could not get into them. Favorite character in Twister? Honestly, Bill Paxton or Philip Seymour Hoffman. Favorite Richard Gere movie? Probably The Mothman Prophecies. I like that film a lot. The Mothman Prophecies. Cameron Boyce? I don't know who Cameron Boyce is. Yeah, I never got the Shout Factory of Cobra. I felt no point. I already had the film on Blu-ray, and the features didn't seem much for me to pay 15, 20 bucks for it. Have you seen Arnold on Johnny Carson promoting Raw Deal? No, I never saw that. That's Head 2. They were bashing Cobra for how violent it is. Well, that's two-faced. Concerned Arnold would do a film like Predator, and he was in The Terminator. The Terminator is more violent than Cobra, so that's stupid. Do you think Rambo 5 will be as good as the Italian Stallion? Probably. Probably just as much. It will suck just as much dick as did suck and you saw an Italian Stallion. Favorite Mickey Rourke movie? Probably The Wrestler. I would probably go with The Wrestler. I love the cinema style Brad Jones. I'm still a fan of his. Chrome Soldiers, never heard of it. Oliver Harper, I haven't seen much of his stuff. Crawl, I look forward to, I know the film's out. I want to see it sometime. I just haven't had time. I know there's a fifth turn on IDW Comics, and that's fine because it's a comic book. I don't care. That doesn't bother me. That really doesn't bother me. Frame by Frame 1, I don't know who you're talking about. Or maybe you're talking to someone else. Hey, Omni Surge Media, how are you doing, sir? Yeah, I still have the Blu-ray of Nemesis with Olivier Grutter. Besides Shaky Cam, why don't you like the Bourne films? I never got into the story of them. The Bourne character just did nothing for me. I don't mind Matt Damon as an actor, but the Bourne character I found boring, to be honest. Hamlin Ross, The Cradle, I haven't seen him forever. Monsters Inc., I haven't seen all the way through, so I can't tell you. Favorite Edward Norton performance? He's good in Fight Club. He's also good in The Incredible Hulk as well. The Good Son, The Orphan. I mean, they're two very different films, especially the twist in The Orphan, so can't really compare them. I like Donnie Wahlberg more than Mark Wahlberg. A cat who has underwater powers like Aquaman, but it's a cat? No, that would not be for me. I'll see Crawl sometime. I just didn't have time to do it lately. Should Shout Factory do TMNT 1 and 2? Yeah, it'll never happen, but yes. Action Man cartoon, never saw it. Your thoughts on the new Sith Troopers design? I have not followed any information on the new Star Wars. I have so zero interest in it. Original Planet Apes is alright. I'm not in love with it, but it's alright. Karen Boyce is the Disney star who just died a couple days ago. I don't know much about him, so I don't know much about that information. Will I get the Blob 1988 collector's edition? Yeah, I want to. Favorite Michael Keane playthrough? Oh, that's tough. Doom 3 was a fun one because during Doom 3, his controller got fucked up. And he didn't know it for a longest time. So he was playing it, and then it would do stuff on its own, and he kept dying. So probably Doom 3. Also, the Dead Space 2. Because there's a character named Teedman, and Michael Keane's like, Titty Man, tit fuck. Dead Space 2 was another fun one. Most disappointing stream, Shout Factory Blu-ray. Serpent the Rainbow was definitely one. That's definitely one that pops in my head. Olivia Megaton doing John Wick 4? No, I would not want to watch it. Favorite DreamWorks animated film? Someone already asked that. Again, I don't know what all the movies they did were, so someone would have to list all the movies. Are you a fan of James Wolfe? Yeah, I like James Wolfe. John Renault, good actor. John Moore, shitty director. Favorite Alba Payun film? Cyborg. Favorite zombie movie? George Romero's Dawn of the Dead. Fly the Navigator. I like that movie from the 80s. Good one. Do I like Finding Nemo? Yeah, I like Finding Nemo. Saw that in the theater, actually, back in the day. Ip Man series, I reviewed the first two, and I liked them. Ip Man 3 I didn't care for. Do I miss VHS? No. I prefer DVD, just to be able to not have to rewind the tape and Caitlin, if you don't like me, you don't have to be here. It seems like with the stuff you're saying, it's like you don't like me. And that's cool, Caitlin. If you don't like me, I'm sure there's plenty of other chats you can go into. If you don't like me, that's cool, Caitlin. But I don't know, it just seems like this whole time you've been trying to give me a hard time. I'm just here to relax and have fun. So it's up to you. I enjoyed Celebrity Deathmatch. That was a fun claymation show back in the day. Another Sin City sequel? No, not after Sin City 2. Flintstones or Brady Bunch movie? I would go neither. Vincent Klein more movies? I'm indifferent. If so, cool. If not, it's not going to make me sad or anything. Top 10 John Carpenter ranking? Well, my favorite's The Thing, then Big Trouble in Little China. Those are the first two. I know a song in Prison 13 would be up there. Silent Rage or Hero in the Terror? I'll pick Silent Rage. I think I know how Rambo Last Blood will end. He dies, and then the next one OCP will bring him back as Ramborg. Yeah. Wall-E is great. Wall-E is my favorite Pixar film. Yeah, I already know Billy Drago passed away. It's too bad. He was a good character actor. Do you think Shout Factory should do a Blu-ray of Hard Target? Sure, it'd be cool. I liked it. Are you ready for the new Doom movie? No. It looks fucking awful. I would only see that for free. I would not pay any money for it. Doom Annihilation. Electric Boogaloo, The Wild Untold Story of Canon Films. Yeah, it's an awful documentary. So much info that they could go into on the making of those films. It's just more, how do we make fun of it? And it's like, no, I want to hear information on these films, and your jokes are getting in the way. Do I like Romancing the Stone? Yeah, it's a good movie. Do you own any movie props? Long time ago, someone sent me the cup from Larry Cohen's The Stuff. I think that's the only one I have. Well, thank you, Brie Larson. But yeah, I do like the Mothman prophecies. I think that's a interesting story. I know it's based kind of on a true story, but not really. Favorite horror film? I mean, Aliens, if that doesn't count John Carpenter's The Thing. Jacob's Ladder's up there. Most realistic fight you've seen in a movie? I don't know. Michael Keane did a great Resident Evil 2 remake walkthrough. Yeah, that was a lot of fun too. I love his stuff. One of my dear friends on YouTube. I love his playthroughs. He's doing a good one on Alan Wake right now. Favorite classic cartoon character? I like Bugs Bunny. Of the ones you chose, I picked Bugs Bunny. Dead Don't Die. No, I already know the ending to it. I won't give it away for people who want to see the movie, but I already know about the ending of The Dead Don't Die. And it sounds fucking stupid. I won't give it away for people who want to see the film. Zombieland 2, I'll wait for a trailer. Thank you, Ryan DeWitt Todd. Favorite David Cronenberg film? The Fly. His remake of The Fly. That I watched the Beetlejuice anime series when I was a kid, but I barely remember it back in the day. Did they rent porn movies when you worked at a video store? Yes, there was a back room. I remember there was a guy who was pissed because there was no gay porn back there, and he was yelling while I was working. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, and then he left. So, yeah, the guy was pissed about that. Least favorite Bruce Willis film? Probably one of his direct-to-video films, and I can't remember the name of it. Like the one he did was Thomas Jane with Thomas Jane. That was an awful one. Vice or whatever. Favorite wrestler of all time? I would go with Stone Cold Steve Austin. Amazing Stories I didn't watch much of. It's fine, Kaylin. It's fine. You're fine. Do you think Q&A is pointless after doing these stream chats? Pretty much. The one, pretty much. The Woodsman, Kevin Bacon, never seen it. Cool Duder is fine. I don't have problems with him. Favorite John Renault movie? I don't know. I don't know if I have a favorite of his. Shaun of the Dead, I enjoy. My favorite film the guy's directed. Top three favorite horror movies? I don't know. I mean, I've said that so many times. John Carpenter's The Thing's up there. Aliens, Predator 2 is up there. Jacob's Ladder's up there. Tremors is up there. The Blob from 1988 is up there. Waxwork 2, I reviewed Waxwork 1 and 2. I love Waxwork 2. A remake of Connoisseur, that I wouldn't be opposed to. That I would not be opposed to. My least favorite sequels? I don't know. I did a list. I did a stream talk about my least favorite films of all time, and there were sequels on there like Alien 3, Cry Kid Part 3, Last Jedi, The Predator. Halloween 5, to name a few. Yeah, the Superman Lives documentary was pretty good. Thank you, Nit Fusaro. Is T2 overrated? A little bit. I like the film, but a little bit, yeah. Backtrack 2 I have no interest in seeing. Banula TV, what's going on, man? Why are you asking people whether they're gay or something? What's going on here? Banula TV. Because I'm kind of out of the loop as to what you're doing, man. Why are you asking people whether they're gay or something? Why don't you have an open segment anymore? Because people got tired of it and they wanted to fast forward through it. Plus, anytime you put that on, it gives copyright because of the footage. So, that's a couple reasons. Thank you, Junebud Films. Out of Bugs Bunny, Mickey Mouse, and Superman, which do you like the best? I would choose Superman. I like Donnie Darko with Jake Gyllenhaal. Favorite story from Creepshow? Probably The Crate from the first movie. The Crate with Hal Holbrook. Again, Vanilla TV, I don't know what's going on, but just let it go, whatever you're doing, man. Leave Ryan DeWitt Todd alone. Okay, Vanilla TV, if you hear me, just leave Ryan DeWitt Todd alone. Oh, another super chat from Brandon with WWE Lent, 99 cents. Thank you so much. Zombieland 2, I'll wait for a trailer. Web Movie 1, he's fine. He does fine. Fine videos. Favorite Rennie Harlan film, I would go with Cliffhanger. John Wick 3 is my favorite film this year. The Mist, I did not like the ending to The Mist. Even the rest of the movie, I thought the effects were pretty crappy. And I don't know. I'd just rather watch John Carpenter's The Fog. Praying to Forever, I don't know who that is. Most overrated director, Christopher Nolan's a bit overrated. I'll say that. I did not like The Condemned with Steve Austin. Rap Race, I barely remember. Most underrated director, I mean, in a way, John Carpenter, because he never got the respect he deserved. I'm not sure what my favorite TV movie would be. Duel is a really good one with Steven Spielberg. What's Up, Doc? Never seen it. Dolls, I reviewed Dolls on the channel. Jesse Swarbrick, I reviewed Dolls. I enjoy the film. I don't watch conspiracy videos. I'm not into that. Favorite movie opening? I don't really have a favorite opening to a movie. Haven't seen Tourist Trap yet. Don't have a favorite day in the week. Mirage Raphael versus James Bond. Depends who writes the script. If I write the script, I can write it any way I want. So that's the thing with verses. When people talk about verses, it's all in the hands of the writer. If I'm writing the movie and I like this character more, I can write him to win. So there you go. You and Mike should do ranking commentaries on The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. I don't have good internet, so it's hard for that to happen. Omni-Search Media. Would Carl Urban make a good Punisher? Yeah, he would. Which is better, TMNT 2012 or TMNT 1987? If it was as good as the first year, I would have gone with TMNT 2012. But with how shitty that show went, I would go with the 80s cartoon being better. Mr. Alec Ramsey? I have no interest in Midsummer. I already know how it ends. It's like The Wicker Man. I'm not even a fan of The Wicker Man. I'm not a fan of Hereditary. Mr. Al Ramsey, I'm just not interested in that. I already know the plot of Midsummer. I looked up on Wikipedia. I'm not interested in all. But teach their own, Mr. Alec. I don't have any thoughts on Andy Kaufman because I haven't seen much of his stuff, to be honest. Charlie Burnett, DC Cab, I liked him. Yeah, it's too bad he passed away. Raid on Inteb? No, I don't know what that is. No, I can't use movie trailers because I did that in the past and I've had videos that were blocked because of it. Or I've had videos taken down that had zero copyright in them multiple times. And people who've been on my channel for years, they know this. I've had videos that were taken down when they had zero copyright in them. That's why I do not deal with copyright stuff anymore. Refusing the microchip. Um, Jane Doe Zorro comics, soon to be a movie. No, I did not know that. Death Hunt with Charles Bronson. I haven't seen it. Well, Lady in the Water is much worse. Louis Black, don't mind him. The original Twilight Zone, I haven't seen enough to give a fair opinion on it. Thank you, Benny Leghorn. Least favorite modern exploitation movie, probably a Serbian film. I hate a Serbian film. Piece of shit. Top 10 favorite movies of all time. I mean, I've said this been a couple times. Movie Guide 2005. I mean, it just Aliens, Leviathan, Cobra is in there. Rambo 2 and 3 are in there. The Golden Child's in there. The first two Ninja Turtle films are in there. John Carpenter's Athena's in there, among others. Tom and Jerry, I like. Live action Mr. Magoo, I don't remember anything about it. Will you do more of what's in the box? Yeah, but they take a lot of time to do because it's a lot of stuff to go through and talk about. So they just take time to do it. But yeah, I would like to do more sometime of that DVD collection videos. Should The Hidden from 1987 get a Blu-ray? Sure, it's a good movie. Why not? Least favorite live action movie adaptation of a cartoon? Uh, I don't know. Ross Sanders, I already reviewed Terminator 3. Feel free to check out my review on the channel. Ross Sanders, a lot of films you're asking about, I already reviewed on the channel. So feel free to check them out. Yeah, I love the character Chandler, Gerald, Ryan DeWitt, Todd. Henka, I disagree. There's nothing in Creed that he did that was Oscar worthy. He was tired. He puked. He got cancer. That's all he did in the movie. I think he did a lot more in Rocky Balboa, in Copland, and in Lockup. Alien Isolation, the sequel Aliens deserve? Yes, great game. Least favorite wrestling movie from WWE? Wrestling movie? Probably No Holds Barred. Terminator 6, I already did a stream talking about Terminator 6. It looks god awful. Cheap CGI, lame characters, lame actors, unneeded story, pointless story. Worst Arnold Vosloo role? Probably the Darkman direct-to-video sequels. He didn't fit those. Thank you, Banky Aoshi. Thank you for the nice words. I'm probably going to be on only for like 10 more minutes. Yeah, about 5, 10 more minutes, and then I got to head out. The Marine with John Cena is pretty awful, yeah. Favorite WWE turned actor, Roddy Piper. I would go with Roddy Piper. Stranglehold, I didn't get too far. I just could not get into the game. I don't know. I got bored really quickly of the game. Became repetitive. Omni Surge Media actually did a video on the Gemini Man trailer, and yeah, it looked interesting. But Omni Surge Media, I already did a video on the trailer. Wolfen, is it one of the worst werewolf films? In my opinion, it is. Hate the film. A Terminator 3 cut where there's no humor, it can only make the film better. Yeah, I want to see Qual sometime. I just haven't had time to see it, but I would like to see it sometime. Hopefully, sometime this week. I'll see Qual. We'll see, though. I hope so. Have I seen Rampage? William Friedkin? Could not get into the film. There's other William Friedkin films I prefer. I prefer The Hunted more. I prefer Jade more. Do you think Hollywood's intention to change the culture of the U.S. with SCW propaganda rather than making actual films? It feels that way. Yeah, I love Markiplier. I think he's a very funny guy. Goofy, but very funny guy. Dave Batista, I like Dave Batista. No, I'm not going to apologize because it's my honest opinion when that trailer came out and all the information came out. So I'm not going to apologize. I feel what I feel, and I'm not going to. You know, I did a review of Ricky Rock I Thrive. Again, I did a review of the story of Ricky, aka Ricky O. Again, you guys, I don't mean to be rude, but a lot of the movies you guys are asking, I have already reviewed on the channel, or I already did videos on it. So, like the story of Ricky O, I already did a review of that. Team American World Police, I did not care for. Top 3 Van Damme films, Hard Target, Cyborg is up there, and I probably go with Universal Soldier. Universal Soldier after that. What's more overrated, Titanic or Avatar or both? I would say both. Schwarzenegger's last good movie to me is The Last Stand. I didn't get to listen to a lot of Patrice O'Neill. Laid to Rest, good kills but bad films. Yeah, exactly. Your worst movie review that you thought you could do better. Every single one of them. All, every single one of my reviews is the answer for that. Never saw the animated series of Black Dynamite, but I love the movie. Grudge Match 2 would never want to see that. Then why are you here, Baby Moore? Most overrated Brad Pitt film. Curious Case of Benjamin Button, maybe. Maybe I'll pick that one. Could never get into that movie. Stir of Echoes, I love. Great movie. Never seen The Uninvited. The Feast sequels are pretty awful. Pretty awful. Yeah, I like Demons a lot more than Anthropophagus. California, I think I reviewed on the channel. It's okay. Team Member World Police, I just didn't think it was funny at all. Did not laugh at a single thing in that movie. Favorite Tarantino film, Kill Bill Volume 1. Who are you more a fan? Lewis, I would go with Will Smith. Lewis, I would go with Will Smith. Prophecy with Christopher Walken is pretty good. Couldn't find a review. I thought I reviewed California. Maybe it got taken down or something or blocked. I have to look into that. Overrated Tom Cruise film? Probably Rain Man. I don't mind Rain Man, but it's not my favorite Tom Cruise movie. But I don't mind Rain Man. It's not a film I rewatch a lot. I think the sequel trilogy to Star Wars is much, much worse than the prequels. Feast 3 is fucking awful. Stupid ending. Yeah, rest in peace, Rip Torn. Good character actor. Sinbad movie with Brad Pitt, the cartoon. I never saw that movie. I would go with Leonardo DiCaprio, Z, Mr. Z. Uh, TMNT 3 or 2007. And in retrospect, probably 3 in retrospect. Like looking at it today, I would say TMNT 3 Sally is probably even worse. Favorite Tarantino film he didn't direct, From Dusk Till Dawn. Lucio Fulci's The Beyond, I haven't seen it in a while. The Rookie with Clint Eastwood, I love. Liza Dushku, I liked her. Meet Joe Black, that's the one where he played Death. Python 2000, barely remember the film. I love the Ninja Turtles arcade game. The new Dune, curious because of the director. But guys, I do have to go. I can only stay on for like 2 hours, but I do have to head out. So I want to thank you guys for joining the stream. So, sorry that it couldn't be longer, but it's getting to 7 p.m. here, and I do have to head out to do some stuff, get some important stuff done. I do thank you guys for joining me on this stream. Thank you to the people who sent super chats. I really do appreciate that. It was very kind of you guys to do so. As for what's coming up next, tomorrow will be the ranting commentary of Ninja Turtles 3. And then after that, it will be reviews of The Mule with Clint Eastwood, which I liked, the Hulk films, the 2003 and the 2008 film, The Adjustment Bureau, which I liked, Contact, The Abyss, a review of that. And hopefully, if I get a chance, I will go check out Crawl and have a review of that for you guys. So, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for joining the chat. We'll do this again sometime. I don't know when, probably in probably was a Monday. Maybe I can't promise anything, so we'll see. But thank you guys for watching. Take care, and we'll see you guys later. Bye bye.